No, man, screen's driving me nuts. Oh, there we go. Oh, mercy me. Happy Friday, everyone. Yeah, no, I mean that was just that was just me. I was just thinking of something, but yeah, usually when I think of something or something, just like crosses my mind, I say mercy me. Mercy me. But these days it's been Holy Mother of Moses. But if I say the slang Holy Mother of Moses, that that technically means that something caught my attention or caught me off guard or surprised me, blah blah blah. So know the difference. But anyway, how is everyone doing? Happy Friday. Mm, we made it to another Friday. Yeah, made it to Friday. TGIF. But I tell you what, I'm kind of trying to move my chair like this, so so hard to do that when your arms in a sling. Speaking of which, we'll get to in a minute. But I'm gonna say Happy Friday the 13th. Yeah, you know who's gonna be trying to pop up tonight? He's back, man behind the mask. And I'd horribly say that, so bad. Well, that's a good one. I believe I have the Constrictor album, and it's original pressing too. I do. I have the original pressing of Coop's Constrictor album somewhere over there. Mm, somewhere over there in that big muck of a mess on over here. Mm. Next time I'll show it to you guys, but it's a great record. And of course, you have Kane Roberts on guitar in that record. And just speaking of that, we'll be talking about that too. Talking about the Coop's upcoming tour. That's why I say I'm sharing this. That means that I'm reporting to my editor. Take a note. When I say I'm sharing an article, it means two things. Actually, it means two things. One, I'm sharing on my Facebook, so everybody will know, and hopefully people that I know will go to that show. And two, I'm reporting to my editor. Pardon the dog. Every time I go on, woo, woo, woo. So in that case, I told everybody on my Facebook, and I told and my editor. But I'll get back to that. Before we go any further, let's take a moment of silence for Lisa Marie Presley, who passed away this week as well. Yeah, gee whiz, it's one thing after another. I mean, I was aware that it was yesterday at work. I was aware that she went to cardiac arrest and all that jazz, but I was not aware of thank you, Nathaniel. I was not aware of uh, of Lisa Marie Presley's passing. Shut up. It's YouTube notifications, no biggie. And so what we're gonna do as soon as I mute my phone here, go away. There we go. So, and I apologize. Let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for Lisa Marie Presley. May she rest in peace. And I know she's with her dad, the King, Elvis, and with her son, who took his own life. Not too long ago, like a year or two. I can't remember per se, but but what I do know is that I was talking to my friend Linda over the phone earlier when I got back from PT, which I'll get to. Um, I don't know about you guys, but I think she died from a broken heart. I really do. I think it's just the death of her son. That what I do know is that the death of her son really shook her really bad, and not in reference to the king. I mean, it just blew her mind. So let's go ahead and have a moment of silence for Lisa Marie Presley. And yeah, here we go. Let's have a moment of silence. And here we go. All right. Well, thank you guys for doing that. I'm just paying my respects. So, all right. Well, I just want to pay my respects. I mean, that's just. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, what else really can I do? It's like I'm a big believer in prayer. I'm always praying, 100% praying, and I'm praying for those that are affected by Beck's sudden death to Lisa Marie's death. I was praying for others, just for general purposes. So I'm okay. Plus, I know a lot of prayer warriors, so I'm never alone praying. Now, speaking of Elvis, I do have kind of something related to presidents. Well, I do actually have two things of Elvis, but for the life of me, I could not find my on these bookshelves here. For the life of me, I could not find my Elvis book that I found at the antique store. Ooh, I found it right back. It's under my nose the whole time. I hate when this happens. See if I can feel it without breaking my arms. Just there we got it. Under my nose the whole time. My goodness. All right, so okay, I found this at our antique store in. I hate that light. Oh my gosh, I hate that light. I found this at the antique store here in downtown Greeley years ago, and I've read this book. Now I wouldn't use my second arm, but my arm in a sling to hold, but yeah. And I'll explain why, kind of. But anyway, this is an old book, and I found this at our antique store in downtown Greeley a couple of years ago. And what I like about it is, like, here, I'll prop up on the desk. There you go. Oh, hang on. Silly me. Here we go. You see that? I love this picture of Elvis right here from the jailhouse rock. I love it. It's great stuff. You're not blessed, Dagbog, but Gesundheit. Me, I know. But yeah, so I got this. This is just a scrapbook of Elvis's career. So I can't believe. No, it's funny. I can't believe it's like I've been looking for it. It's under my nose the whole time. And I found this also at our antique shop downtown. 8-track to Elvis Blue Hawaii, unopened. Yep. It says 1961 on the back. And yes, I know what 8-track is. And honestly, I wouldn't mind having collecting 8-track and like the whole 8-track thing else, like going back to cassettes too, which I am looking at as well. So there you go. Shut up. I love you, Bob. Shut up. Brat. But here he is. Don't mind Bog. He's a good friend of mine. He's just being what he is. He knows what he is. There it is. Blue Hawaii. 8-track. So work on my music collections, people. So those are the things I would like to remember. Priscilla. Not Priscilla. Presley, obviously. But I'm having that Lisa Marie brain fart. This is why I'm on my day off. Lisa Marie Presley. This is why how I'm honoring her. So there we go. All right. So anyway, thank you for doing that. So let's carry on, people. Carry on. I'm trying to figure out what order do I want to do. I'm trying to think, guys, because I'm like, this wasn't planned. I've been album reviewing it, so I'll show you guys what I've been album reviewing. It's actually a really good album. There's 2 metal bands that collaborated on one record. It's really good. I really like the second band better than the first one. Okay, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. It's pretty gnarly stuff. I highly recommend it. All right, so okay, so physical therapy. Let's talk about that. I went to physical therapy today, and right now I'm just getting tired. I mean, I've been doing physical therapy since getting my knees replaced, so this is a little tiring. So if you see like in captions on my Instagram or Facebook going blah blah blah, I'm just tired. Oh, hi Dave, how are you? Oh yes, Bob brought this up too. Thank you, Bob. Good to see you, Dave. Drama from the Thank you for bringing it up. That makes it 3, unfortunately. Ah, humbug. But thank you, Bob, for bringing that up. I appreciate you. Thank you. And yeah, so I'm just tired. But I'm also a person that even though I'm tired, I keep going. It doesn't matter how mentally or physically tired I am. I keep going. And so, Froggy, read it. And and so I went to physical therapy today. I was listening to Blaze of Glory, which it still baffles me that Jeff Beck was on the guitar, which still baffles me to this day. I'm like, I've been listening to that song for years, and little did I know that guitar solo is Jeff Beck. I'm like, ah. The thing is like I learned this last time while listening to my best friend. So I'm like, what? You're kidding me. Oh my gosh. I told my editor this and she goes like this. Cassandra goes, "You're kidding. You didn't know that." I'm like, "No, I didn't know that." I'm pretty sure she thought that I was living under a rock. I'm pretty sure my best friend thought I was living under a rock. I'm laughing now, but that will explain why I love the song Blaze of Glory, because the guitar, other than John Bon Jovi's wailing to the chorus, going down. Right. The way John Bon Jovi like wails it, that's also my favorite part. I mean, he just kills it at the chorus. But that guitar, like, oh my gosh, that guitar oh, just screams. And now I know why. Jeff Beck. I'm like, well, that'll explain it. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll buy it. Fine. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay. This is a good thing about I wasn't really aware. Okay. But it's just but it's what I like about music. It's like the more you listen to music and you listen to knowledgeable people and all that, you know, it's amazing what you can learn. But anyway, I didn't know that. So I'm listening to Blaze of Glory and I'm like, okay, my name gets called. Okay, I go in for my appointment. But I have 2 different physical therapists. I have Warren on Tuesdays and I have Maria on Friday. It's Friday. And so we started doing the work, started doing the work from on my shoulder and she's starting to realize that, my arm it started to stretch out really well. I mean, it's like literally almost it actually is like really, really, daddy, really, really stretch it out really well. Everything's just going great with that. And then we went up to the pulleys, which I lost the box, but you guys know what pulleys are, right? It's like these things where you just go like up and down, up and down. And what it does is that it like improves the range of motion in your shoulder, and that is going magnificent, magnificent right there. So I will admit I do have a little bit of habits going on because I see it's like I've been living with this bad shoulder. Police, Paulina, you know what I'm talking about. You had shoulder surgery. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I love those pulleys. Oh my gosh. Best friends right there. Oh my gosh. They stretch out the shoulder, the muscles, the pain, but muscle knots. It's great. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's great. It's just I have a nasty habit of going like this every time I pull. So I'm trying to, catch myself, doing that. But that's going well. This is all great stuff for me. I mean, to you guys, it might not be so much, but for me, it's great because I've been battling with this autoimmune disease relentlessly, and it's seeing these itty bitty small victories. That's enough for me. That's enough for me to keep going. That's enough for me to keep moving, keep punching, and that's enough. You know, I mean, I'm fighting so hard against this autoimmune disease. It's not even funny. It's just I hate it so much, but it's getting better because I'm fighting it. So, which is even better. And yeah, the pulleys went well, and the best part of the whole physical therapy appointment, it's like I'm on at Paulina. I'm sure you know this too. It's like you go on the table. I'm on the table. I'm on my back, and, and they stretch your arm. and they stretch my arm. And this time, Marie switches things up by saying, "I'm just here to guide you. You're doing this on your own." She wants to see how far up my arm can get while I'm on my back. And I made it this close to over my head. I mean, whew, it didn't hurt either, which was great. I mean, chronic pain wise, I mean, mm, it's gone for right now. And except for the elbows, aside from the elbows, chronic pain is gone. And that is a blessing in general. Holy cow. And, but just knowing that the time and effort that I put in to get that, I'm trying to get better for myself so I can do what I need to be doing. I'm very happy with it. Although I am tired, believe me, I am. But I'm proud of myself. So I mean, that's the good news I have of that. Things are slowly starting to get better, starting to look up a little bit. And for a while too, I know it's been 4 weeks since I've had surgery. Yeah, 4 weeks, which is weird. Which is And seriously, it baffles me to this day. How can it already be 4 weeks? Like, but it, that these small successes. Oh, I'm worn out all the time I get back. I mean, I passed out a little bit when I got home, and my hair was like a fur ball from one of the cats. I was tired. Oh, I was tired. I just wanted to crash. But they're doing their job. PT makes you tired. They're doing their job. But anyway, and what was I gonna say? Something. Well, oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. I was getting frustrated with this physical therapy because I just I just kept having this feeling that most of my range of motion is gone because of dealing with this autoimmune disease and the sheer fact of how long my shoulder's been injured like that. I just felt like deep down inside I've been feeling it. That's why I'm very quiet on it. I don't want to pester people too much about it. I pester my best friend enough as it is, so I'm just trying to, hush hush. But in reality, I was scared because I felt like I really have lost a lot of my mobility in my shoulder. I still do feel like I have, but judging by today's results, maybe not. Maybe this is wrong, and maybe it's just that my anxiety just spazzing out as per usual. I don't know. So if y'all could just keep saying positive vibes and prayers or whatever you do, that'd be great. Because I really need to get this mobility back. I want it so bad, but I'll work for it. I have 13 more weeks of this physical therapy. 13. I can do it. Now, in other news, I actually ended up calling my orthopedist, personal receptionist, Michelle. She's a rock star. Very nice. Very strict. And so as you know, most importantly, next Thursday is my birthday. And yeah, yeah. Me. And so basically my early birthday gift will be the fact that I'll be out of the sling. So thank gosh. Thank heavens for that, because I am tired of being in this thing. I'm even tired of sleeping in it. I have to sleep in this thing. I'm serious. I do. I have to sleep on my back and all that jazz. I'm a side sleeper. I like sleeping on my side, but no. But anyway, yeah. So I called the orthopedist. Talked to Michelle, and I asked her what are the limitations or restrictions that I have when I get the sling removed. And she goes, "Oh, what can I or can I do? Because I like to know these things. So when it's time for me to kiss this goodbye, I kiss it goodbye. I'll know what the expectations are for that matter. So basically, let's see, according to my handy dandy note here, as soon as I get out of the sling, I can write with my with this arm. And as a matter of fact, I can start writing with both arms right now. Oh yeah. Ooh, great news. Because I've been writing all those articles. I've been writing this album review with one arm, and it's been great. I'm proud of myself for putting all that time and effort in. But I need my second arm. Plus, I've been texting kind of bad lately. So, but anyway, and then yeah, and then there is a restriction. I'll get to that. And the other thing I can do is I can move my arm any way I want it. So I won't have any restriction from like putting my arm behind my back to scratching my head to all that. So yay! But this is this is a restriction. I cannot. I mean, this is a not. This is like not in capitals. I cannot put any weight on my arm. Period. And she didn't really go into specifics, but it's like you will not put any weight on that arm. So for me, that means, bingo, I gotta be careful. It's like my shoulders and dire straight. So when I'm out of the sling, I still can't touch any dishes or books or anything heavy, really heavy or any weight at all, which is has been hard. But I could tell why, because my arm still doesn't feel like it's good enough to even bear any kind of weight at the moment. So we'll get there. But in the meantime, despite that, other than that, I'm happy where I'm at, even though I still have that feeling I lost some mobility, but that's just me. That's just my anxiety. So don't mind me. It's always me who's the enemy against myself. That's okay. All right. So most importantly, yes. Next Thursday, January 19th, is my birthday. That's right. And so there's been some birthday discussions about, what I want for dessert and what I want for dinner. And I already figured that out. I've been craving, I can tell you guys what I'll be having. And I'll have it for you. In fact, I'm going to have a nice one for you. I mean, the dinner's going to be just, mm. Okay, check this out. Okay, check this out. You probably wonder where I'm going with this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to be having a burger. But not just any kind of burger. They're going to be homemade burgers. My sister Faith makes the best burgers in town. Okay, I'm legitly the best. Just nice, greasy, juicy burgers. And the best part is what was it? I don't know how you all feel about blue cheese, but I'm gonna have blue cheese like crumbles in that burger. Oh, that's what I want. That's what I want right now. Honestly, I've been craving burgers for the past 3 weeks, so I'm like, just give me a burger. Give me a nice big juicy burger, and I'll be happy. And I'll shut up. So that's what I'll have. And I'll have your burger for you. Yes, I will. I'll have my tomatoes and lettuce and mayo and ketchup and maybe some French fries. Yeah, pretty good. And as for dessert, now normally I don't know about you guys, but my favorite cake is red velvet. I'm a sucker for red velvet cake. You say red velvet cookies, red velvet cake, red velvet cupcakes, you name it, just signed, sealed, delivered. I'm there. And so, uh, but my sister is gonna make this delicious cake, which is labeled better than sex cake, which I no comment, and really no comment. But if that cake, okay, I've had it so many times. It's like it's starting to become a staple in this house, like eggnog. It's becoming a staple in this house. It really is, and this cake is just holy mother of Moses. Slang. I mean, that's worth to say holy mother of Moses. It's delicious. You got like chocolate, like German chocolate cake, which has a little bit of coconut, but I can't taste the coconut, so it's fine. A little bit, not like the normal stuff. just like a smidge. How many German chocolate? And then what you bake the cake, and what my sister does is she pokes holes on the top. And the best part is the caramel. Mm. And I'm gonna kindly ask her if she can have 2 balls of caramel on that sucker. I mean, she uses like a whole bottle of caramel on that. And every time I watch her do that, I just want to go up to her and just take that bottle away from her. I'm serious, I would too. I'll run away with it and gladly enjoy it for myself. But no, that's not nice. I want to, but that's not very nice. That's not nice. But yeah, just doused in caramel. And then on top you add Cool Whip and crunched up Heath candy bars. You put in the refrigerator, let it sit for like 2 hours or something. 2 hours or something like that. Mwah. That's my birthday cake. But again, people, I'll have your slice, your burger, and those slices of cake. There'll be more. There'll be more than one consumption consumption of that cake. Oh my gosh, consumption of that cake. So I'll gladly take it. Mm, I just want the caramel. That's what I'm talking about. And that cake, the middle inside, like the middle of that cake, is the best part because that's where that caramel. I'm not making this up. I'm not pulling your leg. Almost said jerking. I'm like, oh, that's not the wrong. Oh, that's the wrong word. Pulling. I'm serious. I almost said it too. I'm laughing at it now. Like, whoa, that's not the word. Pulling your leg. All right, I'm not pulling your legs. I'm serious. So it's like in the middle of that cake, the caramel jerking. See, so I know I almost messed it up. Um, the caramel oozes out. Oh, it's like almost like a lava cake. I'm like, oh, day yum. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Yeah. Also, I've been told as an early Christmas gift, early birthday gift, I've been told if I could find somebody to go with me, which I'm working on it, I will begin tickets to see the Sticks in concert. Yes, Sticks. Sail away. I'm not saying the first part of that song. For obvious reasons, I'm not saying the first part of that song, but the Sticks. But Budweiser's events that were Coop performed. Yeah. So I just need to find somebody to go with, which I'm working on. I just pestered one of my friends to see if she's available to go. So we'll see. Oh, but I'm gonna go regardless. I want to hear some music. It's gonna be a good show. But yeah, so either way, I will be going to see Sticks, and it'll be a birthday present, I think, from my dad. That's what he said. That's your early birthday present. Will be seeing the Sticks live at Budweiser Event Center. So look out, Loveland. I'm heading your way. So anyway, that's enough of that jazz. But plus two, I guess also I have to work on my birthday, which is fine. That'll keep me busy. So and I love what I do. So and seriously, people, as long as you enjoy what you're doing, keep going, keep punching. All right, let's see what we're here. Let's start with Mr. TobyMac. While I was working, maybe yesterday, I'm trying to remember. He actually just dropped an interview. His Facebook page just dropped an interview. Well, more like on YouTube now, with a Christian podcast called like Holy Mess. Yeah, Holy Mess. I like that. Holy mess. No, yes, I am. And last time I checked, God loves messes. But I have not had time to listen to this. Where'd you go? There you are. To listen to this podcast. So this is 17 minutes and 20 seconds. But let's just listen to the first few bits to see what he's talking about. All right. So this is by, if I'm not mistaken, this is Life After Death with TobyMac. Holy Mess Podcast, Season 2, Episode 16. You can find Holy Mess Podcast on Wade Nation Podcast. So, at TobyMac Music opens up about his life after the loss of his eldest son, Truett. We will talk about his new album, Life After Death, how people showed up for his family in the midst of this tragedy, and how he is different now. And, of course, before I start off the bat, too, is that it's the same thing, just almost like the same topic, but he answers everything so differently. So I'm eager to see what happens. So let's go ahead and take a look. See what Toby's got to say.
through this whole thing, honestly, we have felt surrounded by love from our community, from the people that listen to my music, from people like you guys that play it. I've been saying, you know, that's what the body of Christ should feel like. So I'm so grateful.
Okay, so obviously, new album, Life After Death. It's a journey of grief after losing Truett 3 years ago. And on a personal note, as someone who has loved your music from DC Talk on, this album I relate to more than any other. And I know that I'm sure you've gotten endless stories of people who have gone through tragedies and traumas who are just thankful for your words. But I think one of the things that when people go through hard times, it's very easy to switch to bitterness. But you are singing, you're still the goodness. You're singing things like, when my world broke into pieces, you were there faithfully. So for someone who maybe is walking through that hard time, how did you get to being able to sing those words?
Well, I'm still fighting to sing them. For me, it was just trusting God and telling him, I'm upset. Obviously, my world is just devastated. My heart is broken, but I want to give you a chance. And I'm going to keep reading the Bible in a year, which took 3 years. And as I read it, he just began to talk to me, and he began to show me things about him, facets of who he is that I had never known before. And he was just good. He really was. He was kind to me. And he didn't promise me. I came to realize that when you're reaching up for these promises, when you're just trying to hold on, sometimes you reach up and you grab onto something that God didn't ever promise. Like you just think, oh, I shouldn't have to face this. I shouldn't have to face this kind of loss. I've been faithful. But I realized that when I reached up for the promise that he really did make, and that was that he would never leave me or forsake me, that I would experience really hard things. I would experience loss. We all will. But he's there with us in it, in the coldest things, in the hardest things, in the most painful things. And he showed himself to me. He remained.
I think, speaking of reaching up for promises, Promised Land is a song that spoke to me because it is kind of honest of like, God, why? I've done everything right. Why?
Well, I haven't done everything right.
You know what I mean?
You have. I have.
No, I have not. But I think one thing that I know for me, it was really hard to wrestle with the idea of admitting to God that you're mad, that you're angry. Yeah. And I think that's one thing that's really beautiful about this album it's just honest and raw and real. How hard was that to sing that stuff?
It was hard, and my people pleasing side didn't always want to go there. I don't even want to go there right this second, but I really owe it in honor of my son, in honor of my family, to be real with it and to be transparent. I've always written songs about my life, the good, the bad, and the ugly of it, the hard things I've faced, the beautiful things we've experienced. But really, I got to be honest, my wife, Amanda, she's an amazing person, and she really has an intimate relationship with the King. I'm kind of more like, okay, God, I trust you. 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 It was hard in this, but in general. Whereas she's like, goes at it with God a little bit, like laughs, cries, gets angry. I'll hear her having a Bible say, I'm like, what's going on?
Like, a lot of emotions in there.
But she sort of helped me to say, we can't stop short of being honest. We have to go through this. And if you're going to write a song, you better make it count. You know what I mean? And she really helped me a lot. And she hasn't been involved in all my records, you know what I mean, at all. But this one, I felt like, man, I'm kind of representing us, my family, with this experience in life after death. So I asked her a lot, is this okay? Is this not okay? Is this okay? Is this not okay? Up to now, I haven't really asked her that much.
Wow.
But this represented us more, so I needed to do that.
Was there a moment when you wondered if you would do music again? Because I think no one would have blamed you if you went, I've been vulnerable and honest my whole life, and we're just going to take a step back. Like, music is a part of who you are as well. So I was interested, I think everybody was, will he write again? Will he make another album?
I think so I wrote the song 21 Years immediately, but it was more of I think I did think that. I thought, well, this is it. Like, why would I write another record?
Mhm.
You mean, why would I? But then when I began reading God's word and he began talking to me, but more than that, my first impulse was to just write because I wanted to honor my son with the song 21 Years. I
And
wanted
you
to
did.
honor the 21 years he had on this earth. And then, so I thought, well, that'll be it. And then it's a little bit of a long story, but I'll try to tell it quick. When Truett passed, I came home from Canada. I had to fly home. And I got off the plane and drove home. And I drove into a house full of people. And at first I was just kind of mad. I was like, can everybody just leave? I didn't say that, but I thought that. But it was our community. And they came around us. And a couple guys would sit at the piano and just play, or at the piano in our house. And they would just play. And it's like they had 12-hour shifts. I felt like an organizer because one guy would play for 12, and it felt like night and day. There was just worship music flowing through our house. And they really just came around us. And through this whole thing, honestly, we have felt surrounded by love from our community, from the people that listen to my music, from people like you guys that play it. We felt surrounded by love. And that I've been saying, that's what the body of Christ should feel like. So I'm so grateful. But one of the guys is John Reddick that was playing piano. Yeah, he was playing piano.
Stars.
One of the 12-hour shifts every day. Felt like he never left. And he just blessed us with his hands on the piano, you know what I mean? The notes he was playing. And so a few weeks after, I asked him if he'd come over. And I was just trying to walk with my daughter through the grief. And I said, we've never written a song together. She plays piano all the time and sings. I'm like, what if we wrote a song together about losing Truett? So we wrote this song, Everything About You, and John wrote it with us. So he came over, and it was like 3 weeks, maybe a month after Truett passed. And then I realized, maybe I can write songs about this suffering, about this grief, and maybe they'll go out into the earth and meet people where they are.
I think that is happening. We both said that even preparing for this interview, you cannot listen to the record and not be swept up in how God has showed up in the emotions, in the grief, in the heart, and your heart shines for Truett so beautifully. And I'm just curious because there are some of us that have not lost someone so close recently, but we know someone who has. And I don't think we do a good job of doing what your community did.
And most people wouldn't want us to come to their house and play piano,
No.
most likely.
So what have you learned going through this that you can tell us about how to show up for people in a way that was helpful?
That's a great question. No one's asked me that before. I think what I would want to do moving forward, I can just speak for me, is show up for people and just be there. You don't have.
Did y'all hear that? When he said, I've never heard that before. Did you hear that? That would be my response too if I ever do the interview with him. If I asked a question that he's never been asked for, that would be my response too. Anyway, carry on.
Anything. Not very many people spoke to me. They were just there, and I felt their love because they were there. I think it was, so just show up when you can and be there and just surround people. And then obviously pray, but just showing up and feeling that community meant a whole lot to me looking back.
And I'm sure they were like feeding you all and making sure that needs
they
were
were doing
met.
all that stuff.
Because
that's stuff I overlooked. But
someone's got to do that.
My wife would have probably said that first. Like, the food was just pouring in.
Yes.
One beautiful thing that happened that I just thought of it because you said that, but it was Truett worked at a place downtown, an Asian restaurant called Sunda. He worked as a sous chef. And he worked hard. He worked hard every day. It was wear him out. But he worked there for probably a year and a half. And they just brought tons of food to our house. And it was so kind of them. You know what I mean? It's a big restaurant. It's like There's only one in Chicago and Nashville. It's a big time restaurant.
They went out of their way.
They went out of their way to just love on us.
I love hearing that. Another thing about this album, you talked about John Reddick being at your house. There's a lot of collaborations on this album. This is not usual for your music.
Yeah.
How have words or the songs of others kind of helped you through the grief and through the process, or maybe even as you wrote and recorded these songs with these amazing artists?
I didn't plan on doing a collaboration record, but I think maybe I needed help to get through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people stepping in and singing on your behalf at times. And I love our industry and the Christian music industry and worship, and it echoes through the halls of my home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every Sunday morning and many nights and many mornings of the week. But on Sundays we wake up to it, and I don't just go do it and don't listen to it. It's a part of my life, and I'm grateful for all the artists out there that have written songs that have helped my family through. But yeah, it was nice to ask people that I've always wanted to sing with to come alongside me and help me get through this hard record.
Yeah, and you invited them on the journey too. I'm sure they were honored to be a part. We're both obsessed with many of the songs. Marley's voice is awesome, by the way.
Sorry, y'all. I got sucked in. I got sucked in. I'm sorry. It was a good interview. Holy cow! I love Toby. I could listen to this guy forever. I'll finish this interview later. I'll finish it. Sorry. I just love him. And actually, just watching. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have gone that long. So people who left, I'm sorry. We're moving on. But anyway, I just want to say, just touch on something that Toby said. What really hit home to me when they discussed the song, what's the song? Promised Land. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you what, he picked the best time to drop that song, because that's when that song has helped me, because that song is basically like you're venting your frustrations at God, and honestly, that's healthy, because God can take that. He can take it. Duke it out with him. Take it. He gets it. I mean, I've had many frustrations and all that, and yeah, he still loves me for it. It's fine. God can take it. But what I like about Promised Land is the fact that it really spoke to me as a person. For me personally, as a person, duh. But not as a person, but spoke for me because the date that he released Promised Land, I was going through hell. Well, I mean hell. I mean, my autoimmune disease just stepped on the gas pedal and just yeah, I spent the whole time just so mad. It's just like, why are you letting me go through this? I don't understand this. Why are you doing this to me? I am not having fun. I hate this right now. Okay, as a matter of fact, God, I kind of hate you right now. But I was just mad, and God knows that. Of course, I asked him to forgive me. I asked him to help me forgive myself, and he does. Wholeheartedly, he does. And you guys see the lyrics. You know what? The only way I can show you guys what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you the lyrics here. So, the only way this is going to work for you guys to really understand where I'm at, where I was at. It's just where Toby was at. He actually did a collaboration of Promised Land with Sheryl Crow. Look it up. He did. I fell into a trap because he mentioned he would love to do a collaboration with Sheryl Crow. And I went on Facebook going, oh, that's nice. And the next day, boom, collab. Promised Land. And I'm like, yeah, I walked myself into that one. It's just like, oh, yeah, I walked myself into that one. Here we go. So, these lyrics right here, when, like, heads down as I punch this clock, the hours roll, they never stop, and I can never seem to get ahead. Like, always trying to do what's right, straight and narrows getting tight. don't know how much longer I could stand. I'm wondering, where's my promised land? So basically for me, the minute when I first heard, I don't know, these first two, oops, those first two words, like right here, almost, I'll zoom in a little bit. Right here, I think you guys get it. Okay, that spoke to me. And then you scroll further down here, you got, out here on this desert road, it's hot as fire, but I've grown cold, circling like a plane that never lands. Even though the questions change, the answers always stay the same. Maybe someday I will understand. And for me, this line right here caught me. Circling like a plane that never lands. So when my autoimmune disease was just relentless, that's what I felt like. And what got me is that Toby felt the same way when he lost his son. And so it's just amazing that Toby could actually understand what I was feeling at that time, even though I haven't lost a child, sure, maybe ammo-wise, but ammo-wise, no. And I wish that no one, ever. And but Toby gets it. I'm like, man, I'm so sorry you feel the pain, but at the same time, I'm glad you understand the pain that I'm in. And then go down here. Well, I've run this earth for many years. There's one thing I know. There's nowhere on this side of heaven where the streets are made of gold. 100%. I've laid down my grand illusions looking toward the day I'll be home. I mean, without a doubt, this song Promise Man became a staple for me because it still is, because when I'm battling up here, which is 91% of the time, I was in the promised land, because it's just like, but it helped me. So it's just like, he gets it, like he got it. He understands how I'm feeling. Unfortunately, I understood his pain, and it's just like, man, it hit home to me. And basically, the song is about just asking God angrily, where's that promised land that you promised me? Where's that promised land you mentioned in the Bible? Where is it? It's not here. It's like, I'm struggling. It's not here. But then if you actually listen to the song progresses to, you are my promised land, which gives hope. Basically, it means like, what is it? It's like that God is the promised land. So instead of saying where I've been lately, well, last year, for the past last year and 2 years before that, where's this land? Where's these promises of righteousness and good and hope? I'm gonna find it. You kidding me? It's nowhere. And now, in a different light now, it's like, I've been battling this for like 3 years. These up here for 3 years, I've been battling autoimmune disease reform, and now it's like, this is just temporary. That's the promised land. I mean, that's where Toby's pointing at, and this is what I love about TobyMac, is because I get him, and in many ways he gets us, and I love what he does, and he's just, my heart has, I'm always praying for him and his family. Grief's never easy. Trust me, I'm there, because my late boyfriend's death date is coming up, and that alone is gonna be hard, because it's actually on a date where I actually do the stream, so that's gonna be hard, but I'll make it work. So 6 years. I don't know how I got through it, but I did. All right, so let's go ahead and mosey on over. I'm done blabbing on this now. I'm gonna watch the rest of the interview on my own. But anyway, let's move along to I don't know what we're doing. Coop. Let's talk about Coop. Great distraction. Always good. Let's talk about Coop. So Coop just announced a new tour. And this story I did not write, but I did report it. That's why I said I was going to share it. I reported it. So good job, me. And by the way, if anybody wants to know, Vince Neil from Motley Crue is diagnosed with COVID-19, backs out festival performance. And I quote, "This thing is really kicking my ass." I hear you, Vince. It kicked mine too. I caught COVID October of 2021. It was Halloween week. And with my condition, with my autoimmune disease and stuff, oofa. But anyway, that's all I have to say. But I survived it. I'm blessed. I didn't have to go to the hospital, even better. So, writer Gracie Tunes wrote this. And she did a great job with this article. I was reading it earlier. So here is Coop. So, yep. So Coop actually, I woke up this morning with stupid ads, with an announcement that Coop will be going on a spring tour, North American tour called Too Close for Comfort. Yeah, I like that. That's a daunting name for a tour. Very daunting. I like it. Sinister too. I like it. The tour will begin on Saturday, April 29th at Covelli Center in Youngstown, Ohio, and will wrap up on Thursday, May 18th at Bow River Theater in Biloxi, Mississippi. So, in terms, I have to go down south for this. Well, maybe halfway. But says we all know which Cooper tour I'm rooting for anyway. But there he is. Now, the best thing about this poster, which I'm just like, I'm ecstatic for. I mean, I am just ecstatic. Okay, I'm like, oh, I'm ecstatic. You see the snake? This lovely snake. You see that snake? Well, that snake is a symbol, which I'm guessing, that will be part of his tour. Part of his tour. I'm guaranteeing that's going to be part of his tour right there. The snake. He's bringing back the snake. Which, holy mother of Moses, that'd be good, because that actually, seeing Coop with the snake is really, you go into his career, it's actually a big staple into his career. I have snake phobia, but I absolutely terrified of snakes. Then they're clowns, dolls, and dead bodies in a morgue, waking up, walking right up to me, and I pee my pants and run out like a little cis girl. It's true, I'm terrified of that stuff. I'm terrified. I would pee my pants too. I would. Guarantee it. Oh geez, even Bozo the Clown's a threat at this point. Ronald McDonald's a threat too. Any kind of dolls. I hate dolls. Except for that baby Betty that Coop tried to kill. I feel bad for that baby. But anyway, yeah, the snake. It looks like the snake will be back. And I shared that on my Facebook, and I also shared it at work. So that's why this. So this is why. I reported it. So you got Youngstown, Ohio, Fort Wayne, Indiana. I wonder if I could recruit my friend Linda to go. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You got Bemidji, Minnesota. I don't know how you pronounce that. Sorry. You got Champaign, Illinois. You got Louisville, Kentucky. We're going back to Louisville? I think he was there at that festival with Kiss and stuff. And Rob Zombie. Knoxville, Tennessee. Spartanburg, South Carolina. North Charleston, South Carolina. Shreveport, Louisiana. Not going down south. And then ending on Biloxi, Mississippi. So tour runs from April 29th and ends on May 18th. And yet, Dodgy, Colorado. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I have some ideas. But anyway, so if in case anybody's wondering, there will be general tickets and VIP packages available. Pre-sale VIP will be on sale on the 17th, which is 2 days before my birthday. And you can use code SICKTHINGS for early access. Sick Things. Wouldn't that be a good band name? We're the sick things. Like, can you imagine that? Like, death metal, we're the sick things. Okay, cool. Public. I got my words crossed, don't ask. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I don't know. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me on that part. But anyway, public sale will be available at 10 a.m. local time, day after my birthday, January 20th. Find tickets and more information here. I might bite. On another note, Mr. Kane Roberts will be back in the band. How about that? Mr. Kane Roberts will still be playing guitar for Coop. Fantastic. And I tell you, Kane Roberts, I very well know who he is. I know I have the Constrictor album somewhere in that mess. Original pressing somewhere in that mess. And Kane's a good guitarist. So Coop will be joined by guitarist Kane Roberts, which is awesome. And I actually got to see Kane with the band in Loveland last October. And of course, but I really like what this writer did is that, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, guys. There we go. Is that she highlighted, Kane's career, which I think is great because, Kane just has much of a highlight in Coop's career as well. And also, Kane is also an artist himself. Oh, yeah. So this is from Blabbermouth. Roberts' name and abilities first came to light on Cooper's Constrictor album, darn right, which was soon followed by his self-titled debut solo album in 1987. True. More albums and tours with Cooper followed, or to be followed. So I have to give props to the writer on this one. She did great. Oh, that's my story right there. It's a top story. How nice. 2 of them are top stories. But anyway, yeah. So this is actually, I like this. It just makes me happy. I don't know why. This stuff makes me happy. Aside from talking about TobyMac, that, but this makes me happy. Just reading about these tours from artists that I truly adore and enjoy listening to, and also pester on social media. Whatever. I have no regrets. Whatever. All right. So anyway, I'll keep you all updated. I'm still hoping there'll be like a Cooper and Rob Zombie tour. I have never seen Rob Zombie, and darn it, I want to hear Dracula by Rob Zombie. Life's so bad. Every time I hear that song, I'm like, I'm serious. If I were to report another Cooper concert, which I would love to do, and it will also include Rob Zombie, I can guarantee you I'll be making notes and be going, da, 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 da. So it's just Detroit Music Festival. So let's check out this Detroit Music Festival. And Detroit is Coop's hometown, so we're going to look it up anyway. And the sad part about me, I wrote the story, so whoever wrote the source article for the story need a better writer. I have never in my entire life seen like an actual source article horribly written. I was getting mad. Yesterday I got went through some press releases that everything was just so jumbled. I was getting frustrated. So people, please, for the love of gosh, be clear and concise with your writing because it makes it very hard on me. Seriously, it does. It makes it very hard on me. And I've said a few chosen words yesterday, so please be concise with your press releases and article writing. Because my job is to write and get these stories published ASAP. All right, so tie down. That's the. Ugh. Where the hair came from? Pardon for me or the dog. Excuse me. So tie down. Ugh. Golly, what's with this hair? Tie down. Detroit announces 2023 lineup featuring Gorilla Biscuits, Trapped Under Ice, God's Hate, and more. Yeah, well, God's loves more. But my phone's going off like Fort Knox. What the heck's going on? Don't care. And the thing is, when I wrote this story, it was hard for me because I have never heard of any of these bands artists in my life ever, and I feel really bad because I want to. What I like to do with my stories, is I like to relate to them in ways, and for the life of me, cannot relate myself to any of these stories. It just, it drove me nuts. Like, it's hard, it's hard. A Gorilla Biscuits, now these guys are legendary. So I've read on the horrible written source that. So and these guys are Detroit natives. They're like a hardcore band. I know I need to look some of these bands up for my blog, which I'm doing a blog. I do like these tour posters. These posters for festivals. I've seen some really sick tour posters. Festival posters, tour posters, but this is. And then, of course, with the supporting acts, Never Ending Game, a Detroit band, Drain, Drug Church, God Hates, Harm's Way, Crenendary, Buggin' Dead Body. Oh, Buggin'. Oh, I thought it was like. Okay, my bad. Dead Body. Gee whiz. And you got Gag, Gel, Gridiron, King Nine, Magnitude, Pain of Truth, Raw, Brigade, Spy, True Love, Warfare, Little Ugly Mane. Who comes up with that name? Little Ugly Mane. Who comes up with these names too? I honestly don't know. And Pain of Truth. And Pain of Truth is supposedly one of the popular. Yes, Buck, and you haven't disappeared. It's still. But in truth is. I'll show you. I'll show you what it is for me. Oh, gross. Nostrils. Gross. Ew. Ew. Nasty. But this guy right here, he's supposedly to be popular. I've never heard any of these. And I've never heard any of these acts. But that sounds lovely. My goal for this journalism is to be. I'm gonna go back a little bit because I forgot to take a look at the VIP packages. I'm like, oh yeah, VIP. Like I'm gonna go, which I don't think I will, but let's just bite. Let's just bite. Because I just want to know these things. Boom. Plus, like any. Oh, that's badass. Freaky. Me. Ignore Bog. But anyway, and so, but with any stories that I do about like music festivals or tours, I'll bite. So let's just pick a day here. I always have a tendency to look. It's not just Coop. This goes for other artists and bands. Let's click on VIP. I know Budweiser had a VIP. I just couldn't afford it. That's okay. Whatever. I got the bet. It doesn't matter because it's like I got the best end of the stick on that one. So I'm happy. Oh, I'm happy. All right. So let's see here. So you got 6 days away, 4 days away. Oh, Spotify? Really? This is what Spotify do pre-sales. Huh. Well, judging the fact it's at Ticketmaster, I'm pretty sure it's gonna cost an arm and a leg. But I'll bite one time. I'll bite. Ooh. Okay, well, quotes. My bad. I was gonna look up quotes. Nothing embarrassing, so we're good. Well, anyway, since we're here, I might as well show you guys because I'm gonna start closing things down. Ugh. Actually, I'll show you guys what I'm working on first. This is what I'm working on. This is what I've been working on. The album review, Dungeon Crawl, and Throne of Iron, the side quest. So the side quest is obviously the album. And Dungeon Crawl and Throne of Iron are two different bands. They're they're this is actually a really unique album because for me so far, I have one more song and a conclusion and a blurb to write. Then I'm done. Then go over it and submit that puppy. So it would be good. I'll be done before even Coop goes on. So it would be good. But basically, what I like about it, this band's that they're two different bands and they yet collaborate on a record. And they're like metal punk and metal. And what I mean by metal is classic metal like Megadeth, Iron Maiden, um, stuff like that. Yeah, stuff like that. And of course, what I mean by that is that so this band right here, the Dungeon Crawl, they're like in my this is my honest intake because I'm or intake or review whatever you call it, but you see the word minions, minions of a dark master. This is a good song. Look it up. But anyway, so Dungeons of Crawl, I think for me personally, they're metal, but I kind of put them in the genre of thrash metal. Now in terms of Throne of Iron, they're the classic metal. They have that guitar sound, the vocals, the drum beats of like Iron Maiden or Megadeth, or even like the early Black Sabbath stuff. That's my best example of them. But that's great stuff. So, and this is all done with one arm. It didn't take me long because for me, music reviewing for me personally becomes a lot easier when you actually enjoy the music. I'm serious, yeah, I'm actually really enjoying music. Oh, geez, the albums that they have been giving me since I returned from surgery and all that have been really good. So I'm happy with that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys today with a quote. And these days, I don't know about you all, but these days, things have been tough. I mean, for me too. I don't really talk about that much, and that's okay. A lot of times, it's just the same old thing. My anxiety getting the best of me. So, but anyway, and so I figured, what better way to end the stream is to share you guys with some positivity. So this first quote is from Judge Judy. Yes, we know who Judge Judy is. The lawyer, the whole kit and caboodle, and and she's actually she really did a great inspirational quote that has actually motivated me to keep doing what I'm doing now with just work, but with my PT and also with my side project, my blog, which will be underway as soon as I get rid of this sling. I honestly can't wait. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. Promise you that. And so basically, with this quote, Judge Judy kind of discusses. Judge Judy actually, her quote, her inspirational quote, is based on. It doesn't matter how old you are in life, or like age is just a number. So it's like you could do it. Whatever you have your heart and mind set on, you can still do it. Age is irrelevant. So let's check it out. Here we go. Here we go.
If you didn't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. And if you didn't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. And if you didn't make it in your 40s, you can make it in your 50s. And just remember Grandma Moses. She was a painter. And she didn't start painting until, I think, in her 80s. And one of the most prolific painters.
Never too late.
Never too late.
Never
So have fun. That's what it's all about. If you didn't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your...
So we're going to rewatch this again. But basically what she's saying is, and that Grandma Moses is the actual painter, and she was 80. Like 80 when she found out, that she could be successful and all that with painting. So what Judge Judy is saying is you're never too old to do things that you want to do. I'm pretty sure. Oh, gee, I don't even put Coop in this lineup. I mean, he's still rock and roll. He's doing what he wants to do. I'm like, just go. I'm a fan. Go. I'll be paying attention too. Go. And for me, it's like, okay, so I'm gonna be 40 next Thursday, and for me, I'm gonna keep punching because I know I can do this. I know I have the ability to be who I want to be, or what I want to do. I know I have that ability. So anyway, watch this one more time.
And if you didn't
Oh, that's all right.
in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. And if you didn't make it in your 40s, you could make it in your 50s. And just remember Grandma Moses. She was a painter. And she didn't start painting until, I think, in her 80s.
One more time.
And one of the most prolific painters.
It's never too late.
Never too late.
Never
So have fun. That's what it's all about. If you didn't make it in your 20s, you can make it in your 30s. And if you didn't make it in your 30s, you can make it in your 40s. And if you didn't make it in your 40s, you can make it in your 50s. And just remember Grandma Moses. She was a painter. And she didn't start painting until, I think, in her 80s. And one of the most prolific painters.
It's never too late.
Never too late.
Never
So have
too
fun. That's what it's all about.
And that's true. I mean, having fun. That's what it's all about. I mean, for me, it's like I'm having fun with what I do, but for me personally, I don't know about y'all, but for me, in order for me to have fun, I have to embrace the challenges. I have to embrace the rain, the storm that is presenting itself to me. And that's what I'm learning about is to, embrace the rain, embrace the hardship, embrace the challenges, because when you go through that, that's where you're going to find the light, the better side of things. Now, next up is Mr. Tom Hanks. I saw this quote on Instagram last week, and it has been making waves. Excuse me. It has been making waves. And basically, he's talking about that phrase, this too shall pass. And I really like how he focuses that line, this too shall pass on. You'll see what I mean. Here we go. I love this. Here we go.
Children's
except for that.
Last
No.
12 hours, all day.
Who cares? I know I don't. I care on this stuff.
I wish I had known that this too shall pass. You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry?
Yes,
this too shall pass.
Great.
You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers? You feel like that everybody finally gets you, and there you are. This too shall pass. Time is your ally, and if nothing else, just wait. Just wait it out.
That's true. I mean, again, that was very quick, but he had a good point. This too shall pass. It's kind of like, so I kind of put that like in perspective of anxiety. Oh, anxiety's really driving me nuts for these past 2 days. This too shall pass. Oh, I was like, oh, this nerve pain in my shoulder that I get every night before I go to bed, or my collarbone is hurting from surgery. This too shall pass. Or I'm as happy as a duck because physical therapy is actually doing me a big favor. This too shall pass. And I'm like strong words. Anyway, let's go back again. I went a little too quick. Here we go.
Wish I had known that this too shall pass. You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry?
Yes,
this too shall pass.
Great.
You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers? You feel like that everybody finally gets you, and there you are. This too shall pass. Time is your ally, and if nothing else, just wait. Just wait it out.
And and he's like spot on with just wait it out. Hang on, stop sharing. But yeah, just wait it out. I mean, seriously, people. I mean, guys, that's what I do. I just wait out. There are times where it's like that. Oh man, anxiety. Waiting for it to. This too shall pass. Waiting for that 2-day anxiety thing to pass. But sometimes it takes forever for it to pass. So you just gotta wait it out. Fight it. Hide in bed. That's fine. Hide in bed, but get up and keep punching, keep moving, keep doing what you gotta do, which I do. But there are times where I swear I'm like in my bed, like I really don't want to do anything. And of course, that's where the little bit of the depression kicks in. But that too passed. So just remember, guys, whatever you're going through in life. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure. And just remember, though, this too shall pass. I'm not saying it's not going to be easy. It would be nice if it was, but it's not going to be easy. You just have to keep going. Find a way to get your P's and Q's. Pick up all your P's and Q's that are left. And pick up whatever strength you have left in you, and you just keep going and keep moving. And keep, like Sylvester Stallone says, keep punching. I love it. Keep punching. I don't want to go to PT, blah, blah, blah. Keep punching. And I punch. I punch every day. Make sure this gets better 100%. Every day. 4 times a day. But anyway, so other than that, I just also want to say I have a special stream set for a specific time. I'm not really saying when, but I'll be dropping some hints in the community tab. It's just been planned for about 2 weeks. So it's something special, and hoping it'll become memorable and all that. So it's just something thoughtful, and so everybody, I'll let you know the time and the place. In the meantime, I'll be leaving some ideas on the tab, on my community tab. I can't really say I'm mum on it. I'm really a mum on it. So it's very special. So, but it's really good too. It's also very special. Well, in the meantime, guys, it's 5:46 p.m. my time. Yeah, I'm gonna go log off. Keep punching at things as well. My mom needs her medication. Dogs need to be fed. I need to be fed, which is fine. And then, of course, I got stuff to do before Coop, comes on. And it's Friday the 13th, so let's roll. Man behind the mask, let's roll. I seriously hope the man behind the mask doesn't show up here, because if he does, I'm just not in the mood. Seriously, I'm not in the mood to deal with any serial killers right now. I'm not in the mood. Partially because, I can't do anything because of this shoulder, and it's I'm not really in the mood. Can you, come back and kill me another time? Back Halloween, maybe? I also want to ask him, too. Hey, Jason, look. I'm sorry. Look, I'm just not really feeling it right now. Is there, any way you could... Oh, I don't know. Maybe just postpone this killing spree or this murder till Halloween? Yeah. I know. Yes, you're my number 2 favorite killer, but Michael Myers is still number 1. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'll probably end up talking to him like I talked to Journey, the dog. Journey the dog loves when I talk about this. You're such a handsome dog. He loves when I do that to him, so. He's a ham. Alright, in the meantime, guys, keep punching. Stay safe, alright? Yeah, I can't stress this enough, and I keep telling my best friend, the best friend I pester on social media, keep punching. Keep making the waves. You're never too old to keep doing what you're doing. Just like Just You said, if you can't do it at your age, you can do it. It's I'm 40. If I'm still punching at this, which I will be in my 40s, then I still have time to do it in my 50s. If I make it to 50, I can still make it into my 60s. So, and most importantly, have fun when you do. Be passionate, have fun, and embrace life, and also help those who have helped you during your darkest hours. I'm serious. I've been blessed. I really have. No regrets whatsoever. All right, I'm out. See you guys day before my birthday. Excuse me. Oh, Dave, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I hope your wife is doing well too. Too, and please give her my best. I've seen her pictures on Instagram, so she seems like she's doing well. So thank you. I'm healing. I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there. I'm gonna keep punching. So keep punching, people. And if you're out, while you guys are out, if you guys want to listen to Promised Land by TobyMac, please do. That's probably one of the most honest songs he's ever written. I mean, there are plenty of them, but that one. All right, I gotta go. Stay safe, be healthy, have fun, and keep rocking in the free world. Well, know what that means, right? That's right. That's right, Dave. Keep punching. Booyah. Keep punching. We gotta keep punching. As far as I'm concerned, as long as we're still alive and breathing on this planet, we still have a purpose. Keep punching.